Welcome back to our channel. Throughout history, the natural world has captivated us with its beauty and splendor. But nature also possesses a formidable power, capable of unleashing devastating forces that can reshape landscapes and alter the course of human history. Today, we embark on a somber yet compelling journey as we delve into the 5 most devastating natural disasters ever recorded. Stay tuned to learn about the incredible power of nature and its impact on humanity. On the 26th of December 2004, the world watched in horror as a natural disaster of unimaginable scale unfolded. The Indian Ocean tsunami, one of the deadliest natural disasters in recorded history, was about to change countless lives forever. Deep beneath the Indian Ocean, off the coast of Sumatra, the Earth's tectonic plates shifted with tremendous force. This seismic activity was the result of the Indo-Australian plate being subducted beneath the Eurasian plate, a process that had been building pressure for centuries. This cataclysmic rupture generated a massive earthquake, registering a staggering 9.1 on the Richter scale. The energy released was equivalent to approximately 23,000 Hiroshima-type atomic bombs, shaking the very foundations of the Earth. But the earthquake itself was only the beginning. The true horror was yet to come, as the seismic shock waves traveled through the ocean, displacing vast amounts of water. The ocean floor, jolted violently by the earthquake, displaced an immense volume of water, creating a series of monstrous waves known as tsunamis. These waves, unlike ordinary sea waves, carried the energy of the earthquake across the ocean. These waves, some reaching heights of over 100 feet, raced across the Indian Ocean at speeds exceeding 500 miles per hour. The sheer speed and power of these waves made them unstoppable forces of nature. The first signs of the approaching disaster were an eerie withdrawal of the sea, exposing vast stretches of the ocean floor. This phenomenon, known as a drawback, is a telltale sign of an impending tsunami. This unusual phenomenon, tragically misinterpreted by many as an opportunity to explore, proved to be a deadly precursor to the catastrophe that followed. People, unaware of the danger, ventured out onto the exposed seabed, only to be caught off guard by the returning waves. Within minutes, the wall of water crashed into the coastlines of Indonesia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, and India, leaving behind a trail of unimaginable destruction. The force of the waves obliterated everything in their path, from buildings to vehicles and even entire communities. Coastal communities were obliterated, buildings reduced to rubble, and entire landscapes reshaped. The once vibrant and bustling coastal towns were now scenes of utter devastation, with debris scattered as far as the eye could see. The sheer force of the water swept away everything in its path, leaving behind a scene of utter devastation. The aftermath was a haunting reminder of nature's raw power and the fragility of human life in the face of such overwhelming force. On January 12, 2010, the island nation of Haiti was struck by a devastating earthquake. This natural disaster would go down in history as one of the most catastrophic events to ever hit the region. The earthquake shook the very foundations of the country, causing widespread panic and chaos. People ran into the streets, unsure of where to go or what to do as the ground beneath them trembled violently. The earthquake, measuring a magnitude 7.0 on the Richter scale, had its epicenter just 16 miles west of the capital city, Port-au-Prince. The impact was catastrophic, sending shockwaves that were felt across the entire island. Buildings, many of which were not built to withstand such seismic activity, crumbled and collapsed, trapping countless people beneath the debris. The air was filled with dust and the cries of those seeking help. The presidential palace, a symbol of the nation's history, lay in ruins. This iconic building, once a proud representation of Haiti's governance, was now a stark reminder of the earthquake's destructive power. Hospitals, schools, and homes were reduced to rubble, leaving a nation in desperate need of aid. The healthcare system, already fragile, was pushed to its breaking point as medical facilities were destroyed. The aftermath of the earthquake was compounded by a number of factors. The immediate need for food, water, and medical supplies was overwhelming, and the logistical challenges were immense. Haiti, already the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, lacked the resources and infrastructure to respond effectively to a disaster of this magnitude. The country's economic struggles were exacerbated by the quake, making recovery even more difficult. The destruction of roads and communication networks hampered rescue efforts, making it difficult for aid to reach those in need. The already limited infrastructure was further crippled, isolating communities and delaying critical assistance. The sheer scale of the devastation overwhelmed the country's limited medical facilities. Hospitals were inundated with the injured, and there were not enough medical supplies or personnel to treat everyone. The international community quickly mobilized to provide aid, but the challenges were immense. In the late summer of 2005, the Gulf Coast of the United States faced the fury of one of the most powerful hurricanes in recorded history, Hurricane Katrina. This storm would go on to become a defining moment in American history, not just for its sheer power, but for the profound impact it had on the lives of millions. The Gulf Coast, known for its serene beaches and vibrant communities, was about to be transformed in ways that no one could have anticipated. Born as a tropical depression off the coast of the Bahamas, Katrina rapidly intensified into a Category 5 hurricane, its winds whipping up to a staggering 175 miles per hour. The storm's rapid intensification caught many by surprise, and the satellite images showed a massive swirling system that seemed almost otherworldly. Meteorologists and residents alike watched in growing horror as Katrina grew stronger and more menacing with each passing hour. As Katrina churned towards the U.S. mainland, its path of destruction became terrifyingly clear. The storm's projected path showed it heading straight for the heart of the Gulf Coast, a region that had seen its share of hurricanes but nothing quite like this. Emergency services began to mobilize, and evacuation orders were issued for hundreds of thousands of residents. The highways became clogged with cars as people fled their homes, seeking safety from the impending disaster. The hurricane made landfall on August 29th, first striking Florida as a Category 1 storm before regaining strength over the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. The initial impact in Florida was severe, but it was only a prelude to the devastation that was to come. As Katrina moved over the Gulf, it drew energy from the warm waters, growing in size and strength. The people of the Gulf Coast watched and waited, knowing that their lives were about to change forever. It then slammed into the Louisiana coastline as a Category 3 hurricane, its eye passing directly over the city of New Orleans. The city, known for its rich history and vibrant culture, was now in the crosshairs of one of the most powerful storms ever recorded. The winds howled, and the rain fell in torrents as Katrina made its presence felt. Buildings shook, trees were uprooted, and the power went out, plunging the city into darkness. The levees, designed to protect New Orleans from the encroaching waters, were breached in multiple locations, leading to catastrophic flooding. The failure of the levees was a nightmare scenario that many had feared but hoped would never come to pass. As the waters poured into the city, homes and businesses were submerged, and the streets turned into rivers. The scale of the disaster was almost unimaginable, and the people of New Orleans found themselves in a fight for survival. Over 80% of the city was submerged, with floodwaters reaching depths of up to 20 feet in some areas. The scenes of devastation were heart-wrenching, as entire neighborhoods were swallowed by the water. People climbed onto rooftops, waving for help, while others waded through the murky waters searching for loved ones. The city's infrastructure was crippled, and the challenges of rescue and recovery were immense. The iconic French Quarter, known for its vibrant culture and historic architecture, was inundated. The floodwaters did not discriminate, and even this beloved part of the city was not spared. The streets, usually filled with music and laughter, were now eerily silent save for the sound of rushing water and the occasional cry for help. The impact of Katrina on New Orleans was profound, and the city would never be the same again. From late 2019 to early 2020, Australia faced an unprecedented environmental crisis as bushfires raged across the country on an unimaginable scale. Fueled by a combination of prolonged drought, record-breaking temperatures, and strong winds, the fires swept through millions of acres of land, leaving behind a trail of devastation. The scale of the fires was staggering. Over 46 million acres were scorched, an area larger than the entire country of Syria. The fires burned for months, generating massive smoke plumes that blanketed entire cities, turning the daytime sky an eerie orange. The air quality deteriorated to hazardous levels, posing a serious threat to human health. The impact on wildlife was catastrophic. An estimated 3 billion animals were killed or displaced by the fires, including thousands of koalas, kangaroos, and other iconic Australian species. The fires also destroyed critical habitat, pushing some species closer to the brink of extinction. I'm sure you've heard the news. The ancient city of Pompeii, once vibrant and bustling, met a sudden and tragic end under the wrath of Mount Vesuvius. In 79 AD, the Roman Empire witnessed the catastrophic eruption of Mount Vesuvius, a volcano that had loomed over the Bay of Naples for centuries. The eruption, which began on August 24th, sent a towering column of ash and pumice high into the atmosphere, plunging the surrounding region into darkness. The cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum, located at the foot of the volcano, bore the brunt of Vesuvius's fury. As ash and pumice rained down, blanketing the cities in a thick layer of volcanic debris, the inhabitants faced a terrifying choice: flee or perish. Many attempted to escape, but the eruption was too swift and too powerful. Pyroclastic flows, superheated avalanches of gas and volcanic material, surged down the slopes of Vesuvius, incinerating everything in their path. These flows, reaching temperatures of up to 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit, entombed the cities in a matter of hours. Thanks for watching. As we've journeyed through these 5 devastating natural disasters, we've witnessed the awe-inspiring power of the natural world and its profound impact on humanity. These events serve as a stark reminder of our planet's immense forces and the importance of respecting the delicate balance of nature. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating content. Let us know in the comments which natural disaster you found most shocking. See you in the next video.